Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And we have an inter-conference rivalry here tonight, Doris. Bragging rights on the line.
B.A., for you and I, there's nothing better than when there's a little distaste between the two teams. You can feel the tension in the crowd right now.
Now, here is James. And a miss there on the triple. Towns looking for an opening. Fires for three. LeBron with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, it's the skill set and the strength of LeBron James. It'll be interesting to see how his shot profile breaks down when it's all said and done.
In transition, here comes Cleveland. And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now here's Banchero. Here he goes. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Well, at that size, with that handle, Paolo Banchero, very tough to handle off the dribble drive.
Well, Doris, Donovan Mitchell has really proven to be the kind of star you can build your team around.
Donovan Mitchell experienced a high level of winning as a young player, but he hasn't broken through and won a championship. So now every aspect of what he does is about making sure the group thrives. That's why you want to build around him. We are talking about perhaps the highest IQ player in history. LeBron knows how to get the ball to his guys in their sweet spots.
And here's Bryant outside. Nailed it from beyond the arc. Bryant's got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The three, James. Counted from distance.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
Pass to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bryant. And Miami again with the bucket.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Banchero. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Pass to Bryant. And stolen by Banchero. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Drains the triple.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, reviewed the film. We are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Back to you, B.A.
Allie, thank you. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's McDaniels. And And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Blake Griffin picks one up.
Team foul.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
First team foul.
And here's Griffin outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Out to the right wing. Towns with room to shoot. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant.
Karl-Anthony Towns, such a great jump shooter, doesn't take him any time to get set up.
And here's Griffin outside. Rebound Miami. Now here's Bryant. He has 7. Uncovered. Again, the Heat score.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here is James. He's got 5. To the wing on the left. Reed. Off target from outside. Heat trail by 6. And that's a foul called on Paul Reed. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And here are the Heat now. Bryant with it. And it's Reed picking him up. Back to Bryant. That's out of bounds. Miami will keep it.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Just 3 to shoot. And then Bryant with the dunk.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
The putback. Pass to Bryant. It's stolen by James. The Sunmu for 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. Bryant outside. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Pass to Reed. 3-pointer, no good.
So far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
To the wing, right side. For 3, Collier. Miami moving it around. Nice move. And it's Miami with another.
Of his 8 shots so far, he's only missed 1. He's starting this game strong.
James goes in. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
Outstanding take to the rack by LeBron, always looking to get to the charity stripe.
The line for the Cavaliers. LeBron James.
He's perfect from the line this time. Bryant with it. He's got 15. And there's the drive. Pass to Collier. Back to Bryant. Over James. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Miami
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
21.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's George, and he lays it up and in. George has got his first bucket in this one.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether two big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Hey, back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
From deep, Banchero. They grab their own miss. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Paolo off the dribble.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. There's a level of physicality and toughness so ferocious as Paolo on the drive.
It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break, here we go. And it's Banchero with a 3. And it's a 9-point Cleveland lead.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Back to George. They set the screen. The 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. The Cavaliers lead by 9. Down low. And Sabonis slams it in.
Domantas Sabonis has filled out his frame, and if you need some physicality around the rim, this guy is willing to do it.
And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Greg?
You know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11". And the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
Here's Banchero.
My goodness, get him in the dunk contest. A little sizzle on the finish by Paolo.
Pass to Wolf. It's George on the wing. Here's Wolf. The 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And here's Johnson. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Banchero right side. Back to Johnson. From downtown. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Now in the game, number 4, Karl-Anthony Towns.
George outside. To the left side wing. Back to Towns. Shoots over Sabonis. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Pass to Johnson. From behind the arc. Rebound Miami. Now George. Towns for 3. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Johnson for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. Heat trail by 12. George drives in. Here's Wolf. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Wolf's got himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Banchero. Now here's Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed him up.
That's exactly right, PA, because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
To the inside, McDaniels. Bryant outside. Towns outside. From deep. LeBron with the rebound.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Cleveland again missing. Heat trailed by 9. Pass to Bryant. Over James. Bryant, no good. Here's Cleveland. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Stolen by Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Oh, okay then.
LeBron James, ever the showman with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Here's Bryant. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players to me...
Oh, my goodness!
Yikes!
What a finish.
Oh, stop it. That one just too easy for LeBron James. So high above the rim.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Bryant. Reed with a double. And here's Clark for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. James inside. Here's Reed. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Paolo Banchero getting it done for Cleveland. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. James deciding where to go with it. James finds a runway and gets airborne.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
On the break. Shot from the wing. And Miami again with the bucket.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
Here's James. Pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. And here's Griffin outside. Connects from downtown. Griffin's got 6.
One thing you have to love about Blake Griffin, understanding the three-point revolution in the NBA, he has added to his range year after year.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
No good on the 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Since entering the league doors, Evan Mobley has been a defensive stalwart.
B.A., Evan is the ultimate chess piece for a head coach. He's cross-positional, meaning he can basically guard 1 through 5. Elite at rim protection. If he gets cross-matched on a switch on the perimeter, he can get down in the stance and stay in front of a guard. What can't he do on the defensive end?
James can't get it to go. Heat trailed by 8. Bryant with it. Picked up by James. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Banchero. They double him with McDaniels. Pass to Reed. James, right side. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
Towns on a screen. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the paint. Paolo Banchero flushing it home.
Way to watch Paolo Banchero and the offensive arsenal. This guy is just built to score the ball.
James brings the double team. Inside. Clark. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Reed.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Good on the second one. The Cavaliers lead by 11. Pass to Banchero. The kick out to Ball. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Kobe. And it's Miami's ball. And he commits the intentional foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Towns. Again, the Heat misses. Banchero outside. Ball right side. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Bryant. And here's Clark for 3. Drops in the 3. Clark's got 4 points in the quarter.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
And here's Griffin outside. Sinks the tray. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Back to Ball. From outside the arc. Rebound Miami. Clark with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Good. George has gotten his second bucket.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
To the middle. Here's Ball. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It goes on Keontae George. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Cleveland?
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
All right, Heat fans, get out and show some love for your Heat Squad.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. A 12-point game. Pass to Coward. With the drive. Soft touch off the glass.
You can see Keontae George, a guy who can score it, but that ability to pass and complement that scoring so critical.
To the inside. And Carroll delivered. Inside.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
Now Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Towns. He takes it in. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Now, this is what separates Karl Anthony Towns from other players his size. That quick first step to get to the drive game.
Out to James. McDaniels with a steal. Miami moving it around. Here's Coward. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Oh, that's just classic LeBron right there. He has a head of steam, onto the rim, and a strong finish. Woo!
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball left side. Lets it go from deep.
It's been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
It's stolen by James. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Let's see what you got. Everybody get down. Give yourself a round of applause.
There's 6 seconds left in the third. And here's Bryant outside. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the...
Cleveland, 59.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during that last break I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. And coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen here, Ford. Guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Boy, that's his second three. First of this half, though.
James outside. Griffin outside. Fires from deep. That one no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Banchero right side. Launches it. 6 on the shot clock. Griffin drives in. Can't hit from in close. Heat trail by 7. Bryant outside. Over ball. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Bryant's got 9 points now in the second half.
I'll tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
And there's James from the arc. Cleveland again missing.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1 3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Bryant. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Bryant's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, Keontae George demonstrating right there he's a team-first guy. Teammate open, you put it where it needs to be.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And Carroll left side. The kick out to Griffin. 3-pointer. And Bryant pulls it down. Heat trail by 4. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Shakes him. Kicks it out. Towns. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
And you have to be more careful with the basketball. These are possessions that you don't get back.
Here's James. Towns with a rebound. And so George will bring it up for Miami. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Here's Bryant inside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
And there's James from the arc.
Faggot ass nigga.
Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
The ability to sustain productivity over the entirety of his career, LeBron James is a modern marvel.
Bryant, right side. Over James. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
Oh, my! Wow! Way up there in the rafters. No one is stopping that.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. It's Bryant with a drive. Miami moving it around. Hits the target from 18 feet. Bryant's got 17 points here in the second half.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
James outside. And he slams it down.
Vintage Blake Griffin finish at the cup. One of the best dunkers in NBA history. Big time.
Towns outside. Outside George. Towns on a screen. Pocket 5.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. James goes in. Ooh, LeBron, strong like bull.
Well, 6'8" and 200, who knows how many pounds, but the King, one of the most apropos nicknames in sports.
Shoots a 3. The 3 ball is down.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
19-footer is good.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Outside Banchero. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
Well, it might be over a decade in the league, but Blake still has some hops.
McDaniels. It's money from deep.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
James up top. Outside Banchero. He launches. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
Now Towns. Here's Bryant. Beyond the arc. That misses. And so James will bring it up for Cleveland. They held a 12-point lead earlier. He's off from three. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Griffin comes with a double. Now Towns. Oh, nice setup for the slam. And here's James. Oh, impressive footwork down low.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
Yes, it's good. The 15-footer. And so it's Cleveland winning this one.